Hey y'all, it's your girl Rita. Listen, I've been crying. I've been crying a lot off and on all day. It's just been emotional, y'all. I'm PMS and y'all know how that go, ladies. Oh my god. But yeah, I just been processing a lot of things and just taking stuff one day at a time and this and the third. But without further ado, I did wanna put y'all on, how I stopped drinking for real. Like it's super crazy. But and I was gonna drop this video tomorrow, but I'm like, I got way too much stuff to do tomorrow. So bam, here I am. Oh, okay, let me calm down. Anyways, y'all, so oh gosh, where do I begin? Like, oh my goodness. Y'all, I started drinking when I was 13. Pause. I didn't start drinking when I was 13. I had my first shot of alcohol when I was 13. And I grew up in the country, so we could get our hands on alcohol quite easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had bootlegs. We thought we was living our best lives, and we was fucking kids, okay? But yeah, so one of my little neighborhood friends, they pulled up and they was like, oh, I got some Mad Dog 2020 Orange Jubilee. See, I still remember, okay? And it was me and my mother's other daughter, my sister. And I just remember us just like, we was excited. We was like, because when you a kid, you can't wait to be an adult. And when you an adult, you like, damn, I miss my childhood. You reflect on that childhood shit, So I just remember, y'all, we was excited, like, nigga, we got some alcohol. We finna cut up, turn up, and I remember that Mad Dog. If y'all ever tasted Mad Dog, I mean, it tastes sweet. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, oh, this ain't doing nothing. And then I tried to get up, and my legs was like, bitch, where you going? Like, it was just one of them feelings, like, your legs was just like, So that was my first experience with alcohol. But I will say this, I've always been around alcohol my entire life. My wig is sliding back too, but hey, it's life. Get into it, whatever. But anyway, no, seriously, y'all. Where was I at? So my daddy was an alcoholic. Like, he used to have bottles on top of bottles of like hard liquor, gin. He was a whiskey man, he was a country man, so they like their whiskey. Yeah, he was doing his whiskey business, and come to find out he was doing that because he was depressed. He went through a lot of stuff. See, the older that you get, and if you really do the necessary work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you dig deep, I promise y'all, you'll find out a lot of stuff, and you can get healed from a lot of shit. I promise. So when I got older, I started asking my daddy stuff like, well, why you used to drink like that? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm noticing, like, I'm picking up on this, right? So it's like I had to learn him. Sometimes you got to go back and learn your parents just as people, from a person perspective, not from a perspective of these are my parents. You need to look at them like people first, and then apply the fact that they're your parents after that. You feel me? So it's kind of like I had to study my parents independent of me, just as people, so I wouldn't personalize it first. Then when I did that, then after I personalized it, so I could understand me, if that makes sense. It does make sense. I hope it makes sense to you. But nevertheless, y'all, DoorDash, don't do it. Don't even do it. Nah. You ain't finna give me no. But they was sending me some type of promo, baby. No, one thing about it, DoorDash will take all your little coins if you let them. Don't let them. 2024, don't let them. Okay. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So that was the first time we ever tasted alcohol. Was at Orange Jubilee. I was 13 years old. I started drinking heavily, I would say about 16. And it was just in my family. My mother never drank. I never seen her drink. She said she never drank. I never seen her do it. But my daddy was a big old drinker. You know what I'm saying? He was a big old drinker. And like I said, it was just always around. Like he had the little liquor breath at times. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just something that he enjoyed doing. Um, and so fast forward past that, I remember that the first time I just really started getting heavy in alcohol was when I first felt the feelings of abandonment. Okay, in the black community, we be so afraid to like express these emotions. You know what I'm saying? The more you keep that shit in, the more your ass is gonna stay conflicted and bound and all this shit. The first time I started really drinking, y'all, is when I felt these feelings of abandonment from my mom. Right? So my mama was going through some domestic violence stuff with my daddy. And I just remember she wanted to get away. And so I already had went to Tulsa. I already had went to Job Corps. I don't know why I said that, but I already had went to Job Corps. And what it was is that they decided that they had to go to California, because they was afraid of like what may happen, what my daddy might have done, because he was, he was quite, abusive at that time. So they managed to like leave, and I was just at Job Corps posted. They came by, they, told me goodbye. They always kept in touch, but being away from your family that young, only 16, and I'm away from home, my little country ass town. I don't know, like it just kind of, even though I was a strong person, I look back, I'm like, should I have had to been that damn strong? You know what I'm saying? I'm still a kid, right? You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends now, they got kids at the age of what I'm talking about. So I'm 16. I'm 16. Y'all remember that song back in the day? The girl used to sing. But I'm 16 and I'm at Job Corps and I'm around all these new energies, these new people. Granted that I am a social butterfly. I definitely was back then. So I didn't have a problem mixing and mingling, meeting new people, whatever the case may have been. However, y'all, it was still difficult, and my anxiety was like on a thou. It was on 1,000. So I goes to Job Corps, meeting all these new people. My people is in Cali, right? So I'm kind of like just posted. Granted that my aunties and friends and stuff like that always came up there, came to come get me, came to visit. But it was still like I still felt abandoned, because I'm like, Mama didn't even ask if I wanted to come. She was just like, yeah, you need to get, you already here at Job Corps, so you need to stay focused. And I'm like, huh? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really tripping, because a piece of me was having fun, like with the independence, because I always feel like I didn't want to be under my parents' authority, because I always feel very young, like they didn't know what they was doing. And that's not to fully diss them. It's more so like, parenting don't come with a rule book, but it's more so like I've always been like, I can see shit. I'm the truth seer. I'm the truth speaker in my family. So I could see shit already when I was that young, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like, what's the other alternative to this shit? Because I don't like being in abusive environments. I don't like being in negative environments. Like, I need to bust a move in quick. So y'all, they went to Cali. I'm in Job Corps, and I'm just like drinking. Like, we had access to alcohol. Excuse my French, because this is how I talk, and if it offends somebody, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm not sorry, because this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bitches, was fucking in elevators and shit. You know what I'm saying? My daddy is blowing my phone up right now. I gotta call him back. But yeah, like everybody was having sex. Now that's something that I wasn't participating in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I may have did a little something here and there, but as far as like actual penetration, this and the third, there's not one soul at Job Corps can say that I mess with them. And I'm very blunt and honest. But anyway, I just had to sprinkle that on there. But so I was drinking like crazy, because we could get access to alcohol so easily. It was a liquor store right down the street. Baby, we was getting down with the get down, okay? Like, we was getting down through there for real. And I just remember us always being drunk, like, and I used to just down it, like, with no chaser, baby, like, just You know what I'm saying? Just on go. I was just on go. And I was on go mostly because, sure, I'm acting like I'm having fun, and maybe a part of me was, but guess what? In hindsight, I was so sad. I was so depressed. I had so much anxiety, bro. Like, and I didn't even have a name for it back then. We know so much more now, but back then, I did not know that I was suffering from this anxiety and the things that I went through at home, etc. I'm just 16, I'm still a kid, so there was trauma before the extra trauma, right? So thank God that that I'm on the path of healing a lot of it, and a lot of it is healed. So, but you gotta do the work too, like, and it ain't easy, but it'd be worth it because hey, freedom, baby. So yeah, so the whole job corps situation, y'all, I was like drinking like crazy. Like social drinking, like I mean like huge bottles of like vodka. Like I said, no chaser, go, 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 go. Mind you, I'm drinking this shit and I'm sweating like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like sweating off my deodorant. Bitch, you giving Pepe Le Pew just a little bit. Like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just what's up? So it's like I was hurting myself so much because I was already hurt. When they say hurt people, it's also hurt people hurt their motherfucking self too, period, point blank. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And I used to just drink and drink and drink huge bottles of alcohol and just be belligerent and sweaty and just in pain emotionally and just like hiding from the world because let's be the fuck real. In black communities, in our families and shit like that, are we actually taught emotional intelligence? Fuck no. Peep game, no. Not only just that, it's like our parents didn't even know that shit. They didn't even know this lingo. They didn't even know that probably existed. Not fully. You know what I'm saying? So, fast forward past that, y'all. I'm drinking like crazy. It's a lot of dudes trying to talk to me. I don't know how to deal with this shit. Where's my daddy at? Why I can't talk to him about boys? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no fatherly figure like that. Granted that my daddy was around, but his presence was kind of like, it wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was abusive. My mama was too, though. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? In certain ways, but we'll talk about that a whole nother day. And for what it's worth, me and my daddy, we cool now. We have a very healthy relationship by the grace of God. And whatever. I ain't finna get into all that. I'm gonna say that for another day, honey. But y'all, listen, so a peep game. I bullshit y'all not. Like, I was always drinking. It's all these dudes trying to talk to me. I did not know how to deal with that. That would increase my anxiety too, because I'm like, I don't even know like who to talk to, how to talk to them. It may sound stupid, but it's not, because, and I'm not trying to be funny, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was on me. They was on me tough. I didn't know how to, like, okay, yeah, I had a little wisdom when I was younger too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I wasn't prepared for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many, and I don't even know, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta choose from XYZ. That's why it's good for fathers to stay in their daughters' lives, because y'all need to be guidance in a direction. Because that's what I needed. I really did need my daddy. I really needed that, like, to talk to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's these dudes who like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting wisdom. And I ain't get that. So I'm just kind of out off the porch, just trying to like figure out life, growing into like becoming this young lady. Just, it was too overwhelming. Too much going on. Yeah. So 16, that was like the first time I really started like binge drinking. From that point on, I was just a drinker. Like, for real, like I used to just drink. You know what I'm saying? And I was more so like a social drinker. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I always been unique. Like, I always been different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I embrace it. I love it. I think it's a beautiful thing. But back then, it's like, I just didn't fit in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's a beautiful thing now, because I understand that I was born to stand the fuck out. I love it now. But back then, on the back end, like, I just didn't know. I didn't understand life. I'm just kind of going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel this discomfort. And also, I came from a family of abuse. So now I'm feeling all kind of discomfort when I go around other people too, because it's like I'm carrying like this trauma in me, and it's like I'm around other people, and it's like you might say something to me, it might trigger me. You know what I'm saying? Like you might say something to me, I might feel away. So yeah, it was just a lot. So I just became this social drinker, and it would take the edge off. It made me feel invincible. It made me feel the fuck good. Like I felt good. Like I felt like that piece of me that was afraid, that was traumatized, was kind of like lullabied a little bit. It was numbed for those moments. And if you sit in a constant state of trauma and pain, those few moments actually do relieve you. I'm not gonna lie. Until it don't. Because let's be the fuck clear, that shit do bite you in your ass eventually. Until you gotta get up and you waking up in your own throw up. Until you gotta wake up and you fucking like you just fucking feel horrible because your kidneys is trying to process all that poison you just threw in your goddamn system. You know what I'm saying? You just have like, it's just like you feel good until you don't. Like them spirits and all this, that, and the third. And granted, listen, I'm not fully against drinking like red wine, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Drinking all the time, nah, I ain't fucking with it. You feel me? Like, nah. So fast forward past that, y'all. It was times in Dallas, when I stayed in Dallas, it was times in Dallas that I drank so much that I was found passed out. And let me tell y'all, I had even more trauma. Like, I'm talking about like family violence. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into some things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to stay focused because I'm a scatterbrain ass chick. You know, I'll get the pew, 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 you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to stay focused. Focus. So, yeah, so listen, I was in Dallas, and it was the time I had met this chick, y'all. And I believe I met her on some website. It was weird. But she was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, you want to go out, da-da-da-da. And the enemy always try to get you when you feel lonely type shit. So I'm like, you know, yeah, we can go out, da-da-da-da. She seemed cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. So all I know is that we went out. We went to the Jamaican club. It was a vibe. We had a nice little old time. And then I just know I drank too much. I take full responsibility for my fuck shit. I was quite depressed. I was alienated from my family. Just for speaking my truth, telling them about, certain abuses that took place when we were kids, and people don't like the truth. So they will try to silence the truth teller, bottom line shit. So, it was just a lot going on, and I couldn't process those emotions. I was already trying to heal from other shit. So the enemy was adding shit on my plate. As the enemy saw me healing, he would add more trauma on my plate. And he would use people that was closest to me to do that fuck shit. No bullshit. So y'all listen. I went out with this girl and I drank. And all I know is that the friend that I was staying with at that time, and I can actually call him and have him confirm I was staying with this white boy. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't no fake ass bitch. Okay. And white boy said that he walked outside and he seen me on the side of the road. Can you imagine being that much in pain that you drinking so much and so heavily when you do go out that you pass out and you on the side of the road? I might have him come on here just to like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in Dallas, I might have him come on here so he can confirm and tell y'all what he saw. Because he was like, all I know is I woke up to him crying. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong? Like, what the fuck is, what happened? He was like, man, bro, like, we thought you was, you feel me? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Still belligerent, still on. He was like, man, you was just like somebody like dumped you on the side of the road type shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is you for real? Ain't no fucking way. So that was the time that my angels, the Holy Spirit, God, and my ancestors was holding me down. You hear me? Jesus, all of the above. You feel me? So that was just another instance. It's been a million and one. We're gonna get into some things, but right now, like I said, let's focus. And so it was just incidents that was just taking place, and I knew that the enemy was like just trying to like really stop me from reaching my full potential, and he still is. But I'm just following the Spirit's guidance. I'm not perfect by far. I'm very fucked up still. And I have a lot of beauty to me, and I got a lot of fucking flaws, and I accept all of it. I advise you to do the fucking same. But, let's see. Yeah, it was just a lot, right? So then he tried to stop me from coming back home. That was his whole thing. He didn't want me to reconnect with, people that love me, that I love, He tried to, the enemy always try to keep you alienated so he can like gain some type of control and like set things up. So anyways, I finally came my ass back home, and then y'all, this motherfucking weird. Hold on. There you go. So then I finally came back home, and I'm still drinking, but I'm not drinking as much. Now I done decreased it to like, hey, listen, I'm just drinking on the weekends, But damn, when I go drink on the weekends, like, you're really binge drinking, ma'am. Like, ma'am, like when you stealing and you running out the store, and that white lady catch you, and they say, ma'am, y'all ain't never been through that? Oh, it was just me back in the day stealing. Oh, okay, right. Okay, you say so, I'm right, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm just like, I was just too much going on. So I finally came back home, being shrinking on the weekends. And this is where I really started to wake up. In 2020, was it 2020? It was either 2020 or 2021. I randomly went out with one of my homeboys. And my homeboy, I've chilled with him quite a few times over the years. Always been cool. But I went out with him one weekend, and we went to some little bar. I was already over it. I knew that I just needed to be healed. And girls, start your healing journey and quit with the silly ass shit that you doing. So we go. Oh, I just love my cheekbones. Yeah. But anyway, y'all. So we go to the bar, and I just remember like telling him to record me. And what I watched back when I got home, I just wanted to throw the fuck up, like literally. Okay, because I was like, I'm so belligerent. Like, and bitch, that ain't cute. Like, you've been doing this shit since day one. You know what I'm saying? Since you was 16. Like, I get it. You're wounded. You're hurt. But how long? Like, you're going to have to, like, you're going to have to get in them wounds. You're going to have to get in that root pain so we can, like, start healing it. Because, the fuck? So I just remember seeing it, and I'm like, that's not who I am. That's not how I want to carry myself. It's so much more to me. And it's like, it's just so much better things about me than me, like, being belligerent and, like, just being drunk. Yuck. So sometimes you got to get disgusted with your own behavior and the image that you put out there. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be you. Like, that shit really wasn't me. It was more so like the pain that I was carrying. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the pain that you carry can form its own identity within you. That's why it's good to get to the root of it so that you can heal it, and you can, like, your personality and everything can be healed. So, oh God. So fast forward past that, y'all. I go to this club, right? So this is like 2022. I was gradually weaning myself off of alcohol anyway. Gradually. And I just remember, like, that, like, Spirit was speaking to me about, like, yeah, like, you're going to have to, like, I'm going to heal you from that. Like, you're going to have to let that go for real. Like, it wasn't even from some religious standpoint. It was not no religious standpoint. It was more so like, let me tell you how cold the Spirit is. Spirit was teaching me how to love myself from the inside out. And Spirit was showing me how I'm hurting myself by my own choices. Spirit is so compassionate that Spirit was like, I understand why you're doing it. I want to help you heal from it. But let me show you the damage that is causing your kidneys. So because I am a bit of a bookworm, I've always been that, the Holy Spirit started showing me like the anatomy of the body, what I'm doing to it, And of course I knew it the whole time, but not like that. The anatomy of the body, my image, this, that, and the third. It's like, what is you doing? Like, and like I said, y'all, if you drink, it's okay, but like really consider like what you doing to yourself, because yourself includes your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you drinking from a place in a space of like a lot of pain, try to like really get a relationship with your creator. Try to really journal. Try to really cry it out. Try to really grieve properly. Try to really go to therapy while you're drinking, and then gradually wean yourself off of it. I ain't gonna never tell you to just cold turkey unless you could do that. Some people can, some people can't. It's okay either way. All I'm simply saying is you gotta look at the root cause of why you're doing what you're doing, period, point blank. And if you cool with it, then keep doing it. If you're not cool with it, deep down you know that this is some fuck shit and there's more to me than this right here, and I just want to do better, then open up your heart to God type shit. You feel me? And somebody on here right now, like, she cussing and talking about God. Well, maybe the God that you serve is the God that cares about frivolous things. Like, okay, she said a cuss word. So what? This what I'm saying. This gonna hit who it's supposed to hit. And who it ain't supposed to hit, then skedaddle. Keep it the fuck pushing. So, anywho, y'all, yeah, so let's get back to this night. I had a group of African friends that I had chilled with for a while. And once again, we would drink on the weekends. And I would go to their house, and they would have their girls over there. And it used to be a little vibe. So this particular time, it was kind of weird vibes, weird energy. And the friend that I normally just chill with was like, you could catch a ride with my other friend because I'm not done getting ready. So that was like already a red flag, y'all. I'm like, and I have a real strong spirit of discernment. It's almost scary. It's almost scary. Like I can read a person. It's really creepy. It's very, very scary. I'm learning to embrace that gift. That's one of the gifts that I have. But when I say it's really scary, it's super scary. And I don't want nobody out here like, oh, well, if you got a strong gift of discernment, you can read people. Why have you know what I'm saying? You was with a dude who was crazy, because I'm human. And sometimes we ignore red flags, and we still have flaws, and we still fuck up, and we still make poor choices, and we still have weaknesses. Yeah, go suck my dick. But anywho, all right, y'all. So, where was I at? Because, I be forgetting. So, y'all, I'm at this club. It's the African club. I've been there twice before because I don't really do clubs no more. Like, I hit a lounge. I like to travel, like, things like that. Y'all, when I tell you that I feel something was off already, like, when I got there. And I just remember the owner of this club, like, vehemently trying to, like, girl, you want some more drinks? You want some more drinks? Well, shit. Yeah, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm unhealed as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm anxious as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through it. Bring me the motherfucking drinks. What's up? So I'm drinking, y'all. And all I know is that I woke up in the bathroom of this club and everybody was gone. I can't make this shit up. Damn, my titties look big as fuck. What the fuck? Am I a nursing mother? The fuck is going on? They're huge. No, but listen, I woke up in the bathroom of this club, not a soul in sight. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck? Again, I try to get up. My legs is tingling, they feel weak. First thing a woman gonna do in a situation like that, be like, what the fuck? You thank God, a woman like me, oh my God, thank you to God and my angels, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, the whole shebang. For real, for real. my ancestors, the whole nine, okay? So the next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna check your little kitty cat. Meow, meow. Have she been tampered with? No. Okay, so I checked that. Wasn't tampered with. Nothing was really tampered with. By the grace of God, the door was locked. I always do stuff. I always lock, you know what I'm saying? Like lock stuff. I'm real cautious about stuff like that. Y'all, I tried to get up and my legs was tingling real bad. I'm like, well, what is going on? I'm thinking like, so I had to call the firefighters to come and open up the door because it wasn't a soul there. Like I was in the bathroom. I don't even remember when I got in the bathroom. I was in the bathroom so long to where the whole club was just over with. This was in the morning time, y'all. So I bullshit y'all not. The firefighters had to come. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it was just a long night. Da 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 da. Oh, it was a long night. I'm trying to like play it off, but I'm really trying to like understand. I don't know what the fuck just happened. You know what I'm saying? Not for real, like the fuck going on. Come to find out, it's a lot of people who got similar stories at this same club, at the Players Club, baby. No, I'm playing, but there's other people who have come forward and said that they had like a similar situation, but there's a way worse. They woke up in the office, poom poom, stretched out. Menor, you're doing to know, menor. Yeah, man. But anyway, yeah, no bullshit. So, yeah, it's been other people who has been in this situation, and a situation was way worse. The days that followed this situation, y'all, I bullshit y'all not. I literally could not eat anything, and I couldn't move my body. Not really. My body became super weak, and I felt very fragile, and I knew something was not right. My heartbeat was rapid. I tried to eat, I throw it up. Now that first day, I'm thinking like, okay, just a bad hangover. And if you a person who's strong and been through shit, you always just try to bounce back just on your own because really you kind of cope with the fact like ain't nobody coming to save you. So you just learn how to just, take shit on the chin. You try to just duke shit out, yada, yada, yada. So the first day, I knew something was off, but I was trying to thug it out. Let me hydrate. You know how it is when you get a fucking hangover. Let me hydrate. Let me eat something. Put something on my stomach. Da 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 da. I do this. I ain't getting no bounce back. In fact, I'm getting worse. The days that followed, y'all, I was so sick. I couldn't walk really. Like I said, I was very fragile, very weak. It got so bad to where I couldn't eat anything at all. Hold on. I do not want to do this. So it got so bad where I couldn't eat a damn thing, y'all. And I just began to like lose weight very quickly. And I was like in the hospital. Eventually I had to go to the hospital because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I have never been sick in my life. Like I had a common cold. That's the most I ever had in my life. So this was very new for me. I always took good care of my body regardless of the other shit, So this is foreign to me. Mind you, that I already had lost a significant amount of weight with my Total Life Changes products, the products that I already helped. I helped some other people lose weight with the same products. And we'll talk about that soon too. But I already had lost weight. You feel me? So my body was like, what is going on? Like, we losing some more weight? Like, so y'all, I could not eat nothing. So even the doctors was kind of perplexed and like, we don't know what the fuck is going on for real. And they was like, we might have to do an emergency surgery to see what's going on. They think it's your gallbladder. And let me tell y'all something. Spirit was like, nope, don't let them operate on your gallbladder. And come to find out that they were snatching out people's gallbladders and didn't even know what the fuck they was doing. But that is another fucking story for another time. I got y'all. I got you. Yeah, for real. We gonna get into that another time. But I didn't let them do that because they was just doing all, they was running tests. What's going on? Why she can't eat? They trying to watch me while I eat. I would eat, it'll come back up. I would eat, it will come back up. Okay, well, let's put her on a liquid diet, okay? Let me tell you something. Liquid, going down, come right up. What is this? Fuck, I ain't got no diseases. Nothing is wrong. Like, what's going on? Fast forward past that. Fast forward past that, y'all. Let me tell you what it was. Well, I don't know exactly what it was, but let me tell you. It was so bad. Like, I was in the hospital for weeks. For weeks, okay? And I took what little bit of strength that I had, and I would get up and I would just walk around the room and I would pray. And I was telling God, like, if you just please just spare me, like, y'all know how it is when we get into some shit. Y'all know how that go. If you would just spare me for real, because I just was like withering away. If you would just spare me, I promise you, I'm not gonna drink no heavy alcohol. Heavy on the heavy though. You know what I'm saying? God know me. He know I'm just gonna give it to him raw. That's why me and God have such a really beautiful relationship, because I'm gonna give it to him raw. He gonna give it to me raw. So I just said, God, please, like, spare me. I'm not gonna do no heavy alcohol. I'm definitely not gonna binge drink. At the best, I'll have a little red wine, but even that, like, every so often. But I'm gonna need your help. My aunties and them was coming in there praying. I had friends praying, this, that, and the third. I walked around there, that hospital room, and I was just talking to God the whole time. And eventually I started to regain my strength. And they sent me home with all these pills. Like, y'all know how that go. And guess what Spirit told me? Don't take none of them. I'm going to show you how to heal yourself naturally. And guess what he did? Showed me how to heal myself naturally, honey. So I got all these herbs and did all this research, used spirit, wisdom, etc., and just got better by the grace of God. And so since then, I haven't been like sloppy drunk. I ain't drink like that. I had some red wine once. That's it. And I can't even say that I crave it like that. You know how, like, I felt such a strong desire to like have it back then, like how I was explaining it to y'all. It's not there. For the past year, consistently, I've been in therapy. I've been dealing with my shit, my trauma. I've always been into like healing, like holistic healing, and since the beginning of time, it's always been my thing anyway. But and I've been like doing therapy off and on, but doing it, processing it, talking about it, healing it, praying about it, fasting, spending time in nature, all of that. You feel me? Fitness. And just really transforming my mind and transforming my emotions, because it all works congruently, just hand in hand. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, it's just been improvements. I'm telling you right now, like, of course I'm not perfect. Of course I still be going through stuff. You might catch me on here. I might be wilding out. I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, duality is key anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very transparent, blunt, honest individual. So, who knows? I'm just going to give you the raw. I'm going to give you my gifts. I'm going to give you, my wisdom. I'm going to give you my blessings. But I'm going to give you that raw shit too. I mean, it is what it is. But, because that's always been me. So, y'all, yes, that is my story of how I stopped drinking. God, that desire, it was already being wooed in me to like, man, I need to chill out. Like, but you looking kind of crazy. Like, yeah, and you getting too old to be, just masking your fucking pain and shit like that with that alcohol and shit. And so, yeah, it's crazy because I didn't even know I was going to come on here today and share it with y'all, but somebody needed to hear that, and it is what it is. And I'm so glad that y'all stayed and y'all listened to it, because it's all about each one teach one, and it's good to share your story because you never know who you might be inspiring, and you never know, like, who it may help. So, yeah, it's just so much bottled in me. 2024, Holy Spirit was like, you gonna have to get that up out of you. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to release all of that because you're always supposed to release your gifts. You're never supposed to keep them for yourself and your story and all of that good stuff. So, but yeah, y'all. So that's that on that. Again, it hasn't been the easiest journey, but I haven't really craved alcohol. In fact, I've been around it and it don't bother me if somebody else drink. I don't feel tempted at all. It's more so like I be like, ugh, I don't want that. Like what? Ugh, I don't want that. You know, like my cousin that came over here the other day. She had a little vodka and she was getting ready to pour me up some. I said, no, I'm straight. You got it. You got it, big dog. You got it, big dog. Okay. I don't want it. And I don't give a fuck who drink around me. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't feel like, oh, you can't drink around me. I just, I don't drink no. Hell no. Not even a tad bit. It doesn't bother me. It don't trigger me. It don't make me feel like, oh, I want to drink. That's the power of God, though. And that's also God and myself just was tired of the fuck shit, So get tired of your fuck shit. So you can start making some real significant changes. And they might be small, but they add the fuck up, So, y'all, that's all I got. And that's how I stopped drinking. I am 1.5 years sober. Wait. No. Maybe a little. Yeah, it's like 1.5 years. I know it's been a year and some change. I gotta add that up. I just know for a fact it's been a year and something else. But sober, just healing through it, taking it one day at a time. Yeah, I'm still going through shit, but it's a lot of good shit going on in my life too. Just like everybody else, So yeah, y'all, that's that on that. Thank you for listening to my story about how God delivered me from just being this binge drinker. Do I got the little white boosty stuff right here? And nobody was gonna tell me I do. See, that's that lip gloss and from talking too goddamn much. And y'all wasn't gonna tell nobody. But yeah. Yep, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Who knows? I might have a drink next week. But guess what? Of red wine only. And guess what? It's gonna come from a place, and maybe not, probably not, who knows, whatever, who gives a fuck. But the beauty in it is that it's not coming from a place of necessity. It's not coming from a place of, oh my God, all this trauma. I need to hurry up and like just drink. No, nigga, let me go talk to God. Let me get in my prayer closet. Let me fast. Let me walk around here and say these prayers and chant and do these affirmations and cry to release all this stuff. Like, let me release all this stuff. Let me emotionally detox. Let me heal. Let me go to that first. Let me hit up my therapist. Let me do these things first. Then if I want to just add a little dash of alcohol, of red wine, that's fine. But guess what? I still haven't done it. But I tell myself it's okay if I do. Because guess what? It's a process, baby. So anyways, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you hit the bell. And leave me a comment if you can relate or you going through some type of anything, trauma, addiction. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this helped you, inspired you. Let me know if just anything, any love, any feedback. And if you're going through it or whatever the case may be, just keep your little old head up, baby. All right, it's me, Real Life with Rita, and I'm officially signing off. Deuces and juices.